Everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It's Heidi here, and today I am going to do a physique update at the end of this video, so if you only want to watch that, just fast forward there. Plus, I will be chit-chatting to you about my reasons to compete, because everybody always stresses how important it is to compete for the right reasons and not go in blind, and I just wanted to tell you guys my reasons. Currently 10 weeks out, which means that I'm halfway through prep and I still have a long time to go and a lot to lose and a lot to kind of tighten up, but I felt like this would be the right time to talk about all these things that are the reasons that I compete, and I decided to start prep. So in the past couple of weeks, because I'm at home and I'm training in a different environment and not with the same people as I usually would train with, I don't really have a support system, and I've been kind of losing motivation here and there sometimes just because the people that I've been surrounded with in England are not here. And it's different and it's difficult, and sometimes I feel so unmotivated that I just don't want to get out of bed, and it takes me like an hour to get myself to the gym, even though it's like 10 minutes away from my house. I've been thinking about these reasons, the initial reasons and the reasons and the ones that I've kind of added to the initial ones on the way for me competing. I am a person who really loves to experiment and learn and explore, and these are what define me as a person. Now, I got into bodybuilding about 1.5 years ago, but I've been active my whole life, and bodybuilding has given me so much in terms of like what I could do with my body, and powerlifting too, where I could push my body, that I just felt like it was time, and it was my time to start pushing myself to my limits and outside of my comfort zone. So I was thinking about what I could do, and because I started with bodybuilding and then got into powerlifting, I decided to start and compete. Obviously, I had a lot of influence from YouTubers that I've been watching for the past 1.5 years, and I really wanted to see how it goes and how it is, because I've done so much research on nutrition, on competition, on like bodybuilding, how to look more aesthetic, what to train, where to train, how to train, and how to optimize your training for bodybuilding and muscle building, that I just wanted to see what's underneath, because I've gained a lot of weight since last June. Last June I was 59 kilos and I started this prep at 73 kilos, so that's a hell of a lot of weight. And I just wanted to see what was underneath all that fat that I've gained, because I knew that I am bigger now, I have a lot more muscle, and I just want to see. And I could have only went into like a shortcut to kind of lean out to see like where I'm at, which currently I'm looking like hella fine. Like, I've never seen my muscles pop out like this, but I just want to go further. And the reason why I'm not only doing a cut, but I'm gonna compete, and I decided to compete, is because I want to do it for myself. I want to push myself and see how far I can push myself out of my comfort zone and how disciplined I am. I just want to see it for myself, if this is something that I can do by myself. And because I don't have a coach nor a nutritionist, I am my own experiment, and I just want to be my own experiment, since I love experimenting. And everything, like most of the things that I've done are based on my research, and they're working, and I'm taking notes, and I'm kind of trying to collect all this information and what's happening to me, and just kind of reflect on how my research has worked out and how implementing every single little change has worked out for me during prep. And this is kind of my first time that I do anything strictly for myself, because when I was doing aerobic gymnastics, I sometimes was not doing things and I was not training for myself. I was training for the sake of my coach, for the sake of my club, for the sake of my teammates, and I wasn't paying attention to what I wanted to do. And in the end, when I quit the sport, it was because I wanted to quit and I couldn't do it anymore. And now I'm finally doing something that I've decided on, and I want to push myself and I want to be myself and I want to just embrace this thing that lies underneath, and I want to see where I can push myself and what I can become. I know that this kind of sounds cheesy, but this is the main reason why I decided to compete. The other thing is that I want to prove to people out there, friends and family members who've been complaining about their body size and how overweight they were or how they hate their bodies, that they can transform just as easily as they can complain. And it's been working. Like, ever since I got into prep, many people have turned to me from my friends and family to help them out with like small things, and I love it, and I want to grow and I want to share more information with them, and I want them to be better. I kind of have this goal in mind to inspire and motivate people to be themselves while embracing everything that they are and becoming a better person and working towards becoming their better self and their best self. So this is kind of my motivation from the outside. And even though a lot of people don't understand, I really, really love to educate and talk about prep and talk about nutrition and training. And I love gathering information and giving it out to people. And documenting this prep is basically because of that. I just want to share my experiences and I want to share how I feel. I want you guys to kind of learn from what I do, and I kind of feel like this is again a motivation, but my main motivation is that I'm finally doing something for myself that I truly enjoy, and I'm pushing myself to my limits and over my limits, and it is just great. Like, it's been a journey and it has its hardships, and I didn't know how hard it would be. I knew that it would be hard, I just didn't expect it to be this hard. But I love it. I love how I discover new parts of myself, of my personality, how I kind of explore my body, not in the sexual way, but like I'm developing in so many ways, and I've grown in so many ways while doing prep and while being on prep and while bodybuilding and powerlifting, that I couldn't be more grateful. And it is a journey, and even if I don't place when I'm on stage, I will be happy that I pushed hard and I got up even when I was really, really struggling and I had bad days, and even when I didn't have my support system around me, I pushed hard. And I just want to be able to reflect on this whole 20 weeks plus the competitions and be like, yeah, that was really worth it, because I became a better person and I became stronger, and I struggled a lot, but I got through it. And even though I might have friends who help me push myself, it is me who takes the steps and not them. So basically, these are the reasons why I decided to compete. Now, I really, really do agree with everyone who tells you or who says that it is important to have reasons to compete, because if you don't have a reason for why you want to reach a certain goal, you're not gonna be that motivated, and you might just give up. If you don't have a reason good enough, it might be that you want to prove something to yourself. It might be that you you want to be really shredded and you want to see what's underneath. But if you don't have a reason that is for yourself and that you really want, your end goal is gonna be hard to reach. So I really agree with everyone who says that you have to have a good reason to compete. And the sole reason of wanting to compete will not push you through. It will not help you push through. Trust me, it's not gonna be enough. These were my tiny little thoughts on why I want to compete and my reasons for competing. Stay tuned for the physique update because I'm gonna play it right now. In the past 2 weeks, I haven't really lost any weight, so and I've tightened up a tiny little bit, but because my physique looks like this at the moment and it hasn't changed a lot in the past 2 weeks, I decided to start carb cycling. It is basically having high carb and low carb days and moderate carb days. I am going to talk about this in a different video for you guys so you can understand this. But since I'm not tightening up at the same speed as before, I decided to do carb cycling to try it out just to see whether it will help or not. So I will probably talk about this later with you guys. Yeah, currently I'm looking good, okay, for 10 weeks out. I'll need to be more strict on myself in the following 10 weeks. But I am hopeful and I feel like this is going to be great in the end. Yo. Alright, I am going to go now. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, inquiries, make sure to contact me in the comment bar below or check out my links in the info bar and contact me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down there because it just means a lot to me. It would really mean a lot to me if you would subscribe. And I guess that I will see you in the next one. Bye!